What was that thing I sent you about different megahertz are emitted from fire that like syncs up with your brainwave?
Yeah. It causes a very meditative headspace.
There's something about like...
But it's not just
it's like staring,
big fire. It can be candles.
Yeah,
it can
staring
be,
into flames.
Yeah.
Caveman TV. This place gives me so much.
It's so peaceful.
Yeah.
And I feel like I forget about life in LA for a moment.
Yeah, like it like to me, like coming here feels like vacation.
Yeah, but home
Yeah.
at the same time. Like I don't even know what today is.
Yeah, and the days like I rarely feel bored here. I know it's different right now just because there's so much to do. But like I don't ever feel bored. I feel really motivated when I'm here.
It's just being able to be outside. Like we don't have the same outdoor experience.
Yeah.
You want to show the fairy house? Let's go show. Come on. And that's really healing on its own.
And now that this place is done and we're good, we're gonna come up a lot with the girls.
Yeah. I want it to be a place where they can feel safe.
There's so much that I think having the balance of this.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say. For them to have the balance of both worlds it's a gift.
Yeah.
Let's go find the fairy house. I've been seeing online like kids with gravel boxes instead of sand boxes, and I think I'm gonna do it for her because all she does is play in the gravel. And at first I was like, this is such a weird move, but I like it. You wanna show the fairy house? That's the fairy house. And then we painted some rocks right there, and that's part of it too.
I mean, I'm exhausted from today.
It was a nice ranch day today.
Did over
We did a lot of inside stuff. We built a fence. It was a good day. Bubba, where are you? Where are you? Hi! I found you! You wanna play hide and seek again? You can put your flowers right there. Do you wanna hide again? Wait, they're all the way right there? Do you see that? They're still building the fence. That's crazy.
We have a system now, Cam.
Yeah? What's the system?
Roll the whole thing out first, lean it up against the fence.
Building, digging, working, excavating. He becomes obsessed and he has to do it. He gets real stuck in.
Oh, shit. Wow. 2 feet to stare.
Yeah, and stuck in, he says that all the time, and that is exactly what he does, which is a good quality to have. Like, he gets it done.
That's pretty cool.
He's committed.
It's meant to be. You know, if we lived up here full time, this place would be so different. Like, it would be a tight ship as far as like what we would be doing with the land.
Yeah, I do feel that there's a big gap with that.
Yeah, it would
Because
like.
I feel like there's so many things that we want to do, I want to do, but we're not really able to execute them. At least ourselves.
Yeah.
So that's a tough thing.
Hey everyone, it's Jack Osbourne here. And this episode of Ghosts and Grit is sponsored by BetterHelp. It's easy for things to fall through the cracks when life gets busy with filming, the kids, and everything else. Even when we know what keeps us grounded, finding time for it can be tough. But believe me, when things get hectic, non-negotiables like therapy become even more crucial. Therapy has been incredibly beneficial for me. It's taught me how to set boundaries, manage stress, and be the best version of myself. It's about maintaining mental well-being. If you've been thinking about starting therapy, give BetterHelp a try. It's all online, designed to be convenient, flexible, and fit into your schedule. You just fill out a brief questionnaire, get matched with a licensed therapist, and you can switch therapists at any time for no additional cost. Never skip therapy day again with BetterHelp. Visit betterhelp.com/ghosts today to get 10% off your first month. That's betterhelp.com/ghosts. Hey everyone, it's Jack Osbourne here, and this episode of Ghosts and Grit is brought to you by Blue Chew. Looking to up your game in the bedroom? Well, BlueChew.com makes it simple and effective. Sign up at BlueChew.com, have a quick consultation with one of their licensed medical providers, and once approved, you'll get your prescription in just a few days, and it comes in a really discreet little brown envelope. These chewable tablets contain the same active ingredients as Viagra, Cialis, and Levitra, but at a fraction of the cost. I've been using Blue Chew now for about a year, and it's awesome. Sometimes you just want to up the ante, if you know what I'm saying, and I pop one of those suckers in, chew away, and it's a good night for all. Trust me. Blue Chew wants to help you have better sex. Discover your options at BlueChew.com. Chew it and do it. And we've got a special deal for our listeners. Try Blue Chew for free when you use our promo code GHOSTS at the checkout. You just pay $5 in shipping. That's it. That's BlueChew.com, promo code GHOSTS to receive your first month free. Visit BlueChew.com for more important safety information. And we thank Blue Chew for sponsoring the podcast.
Like, our primary focus was to get back in the house. And so now that that's done, it's gonna free up a lot of energy to put towards different things.
I think in the little fruit tree courtyard, I think in the center we're gonna plant, like Jack and I are gonna plant a tree. Yeah, just as like a little, a love fern, you know? Do you wanna walk a little bit and see Daddy? He's so far away, I think we have to go closer for him to hear. You love Daddy so much. Daddy loves you so much, baby. It does something to your soul being in nature like this and being so far away from city life, and it's just something, it's an experience that I feel is so good for you.
Like, I don't do anything in LA.
Yeah.
Like, the things that LA have to offer just aren't appealing to me. Like, I don't like going out. I don't like going to like the hot spots in town. Mm-hmm. I don't really hang out with many people. I don't have a huge social life anymore. I used to, I mean, all through my 20s, like I was going to clubs all the time and events and parties and restaurants and...
We know, babe.
No, but I'm just saying, like, I had like a big... You did too. You had a big social...
No, but this is now more my speed.
Yes.
This is exactly what I want to be doing. I would rather stay up late doing this than going out anywhere.
Oh, God, yeah.
And I just feel like when you live in a place like LA, you tend to feel obligated to do that stuff. Mm-hmm. And it's just such a quick life. Mm-hmm. Okay, so I wanted to kind of show some stuff that I keep in my closet here that I don't keep in my closet in LA. We share a closet, but I would say I'm the messier one right now. Oh, trash, thank you. So this is all of Jack's stuff. This is his section, and this is kind of like where his shoes are, but most of his shoes are downstairs on the floor. So yeah, you can come look at some of my shoes. I've got a lot of different kinds of different snow shoes. That's when the dressing really gets crazy because it's so cold. And then you also have to think about your feet are getting wet because of the snow. Your toes are cold. You got to think about all the things. Being summertime, these are kind of my go-tos. Some Tevas. I've got 3 pairs of those. And then I've got these barefoot shoes too, which Jack always wears barefoot shoes. And I always would make fun of him because I didn't understand it, but these are actually the best. and you can actually hike in them, even though they're kind of like, they're like leather Crocs, but they're great. I feel like I have to show this coat because this is not necessarily stylish, but this guy it blocks out all the wind, and this brand is really great. The local REI, you'll find it. This doesn't really go with the terrain much, but these are my fish shoes, and I will occasionally, you'll see me sporting these at the lake while we're fishing. One of the best purchases I've ever made. You're crazy, that's a dinosaur. But I will say, the number one shoes that I have and I wear all seasons are these guys. Some Blundstone boots. I've had these for like 6 years, and they work well in the snow, the rain, the dirt, the mud, everything. So these are my favorites, and I'll typically just wear these every day. I wear a lot of button downs, a lot of thermals. I wear vests here, and I don't do that in Los Angeles. This is my raincoat. It's kind of Star Wars-ish, I feel. It's an Arc'teryx. Jack ordered this for me because we're really into the show Yellowstone, and this was, I guess they have a clothing line. And so this is a jacket from Yellowstone. And when we got engaged, it was snowing really hard, and I was pregnant, and I didn't have anything that really fit me. So I threw this on and I got engaged in this. I think that was the last time I actually wore it, but Jack does buy clothes for me a lot, kind of only when we're here though. They're not necessarily cute, but they're beneficial. I have a ton of, as you can see, many overalls. But these guys, whenever it's snowy, I always wear these with a sweater, some bibs. A lot of jeans, a lot of cargo pants, a lot of snow pants. This is a wool sweatshirt, which comes in handy at night, because even though it's summer, it's so cold at night. And then I have pretty much every color of Carhartt beanie. It's kind of an everyday, but for the Carhartt, even in the summer. Some wool socks, lots of wool socks. A lot of long underwear. Got a lot of long underwear. We've got a lot of leggings with fleece in them for warmth. Just like, excuse me. And those are just pajamas. This one's great though. This is my last look at this. It's a Patagonia jacket, but this is kind of like, it's a reversible situation. So this is good for rain and wind. And then you can put it this way, and it's cute and warm. And it goes this way too. I love it.
My goal for this place would be, okay, we're growing enough stuff to where it can be sold to like local farmers markets, things like that.
And we can use the land while we're here.
Yeah, exactly.
But there's no way to fully live off the land when we live in two different places.
Yeah. My very good friend who lives up here, he's got like a full homestead, and you know, they grow a lot and have a ton of meat animals, and they still don't manage to be 100%.
Yeah.
I think most of that meat is.
But not all.
Not all. But when you like things like coffee and nice yogurt and ice cream, it's can't really, I mean, I guess we could get a dairy cow and start making our own yogurt and ice cream. But yeah, the thing I love about this place though, it opens up so many hobbies.
Yeah.
Like.
Exactly. There's always something new to learn.
Yeah.
Not just a new project. There's always something to do.
Like, we want to learn to fly.
Yeah.
Because we have this place here and start.
And woodworking. We both want to do that.
Yeah.
I want to get more into using the native plants on the land too.
Yeah.
We're gonna go check out the fence that Daddy built. Yeah, we're gonna go look at the big fence.
So we just decided to do it because it makes it just a little bit more secure for animals, especially dogs. They get all that.
Can you see it?
All the way up.
You went all the way up to here?
And yeah, we've gone all the way.
Look, the horse.
We haven't finished that section, but we've got most of it.
It looks good.
Good,
What
right?
you do?
The eventuality when we get more animals, if we do have sheep can get through the smaller, so it makes it a little bit harder for sheep to get out.
And small Highland cows.
And small Highland cows, yes. It's really not that noticeable.
No.
You know what would be cool? To do a totem pole of all the animals that are on the property. Like moose, mountain lions, elk, deer, bear.
Yeah. All right, we're home.
Hold on the rain.
It would be cool to actually to carve that dead tree into it
I think we should.
of all the animals that are on the property.
Yeah, bear at the top.
Yeah.
Top of the totem pole. It always scares me when you do that in Crocs.
Yeah, it's fine. It's probably pretty safe though because it's bouncing. I never thought I would own this much land. I'd always wanted a place like a remote kind of cabin or something, but I never thought it would be like this with this much land. Yeah, I feel blessed. For sure. You laughing at me saying I feel blessed?
Yeah. No, but I agree. I love the way that I grew up. I love how my childhood was spent outdoors and on acres of land and forest, and I so badly wanted to go back to that, as well as having the kids have that experience.
Jack, what are you looking at right now?
Oh, look at this. It's my trail cam. Wow, this guy was like hanging out for a minute.
What was it?
Just a nice little deer. Wow.
How big does that have? I mean, that's like...
That's a big one. That is a really, really big one. Wow. See, this is why I don't let the kids walk around in the forest by themselves.
I mean, that's kind of terrifying. Okay, so for someone who doesn't understand what a trail cam is going to do, what do you do with this information?
You put them in places where you think, like where you see signs of animals, and that way you can see, and a lot of times people use it for just help make hunting a little easier because you know, okay, this is where the animals seem like they're either passing through or they're congregating or they're bedding down or eating or whatever. So it's just a way to kind of get an idea of what's on the property, what's around, and a lot of times you can start to figure out if it's the same animals on the property, like, and because it is common, like animals will have like an area that they run. They don't just aimlessly roam forever. They have like their neighborhood. Ooh, that's a nice little young buck. See his antlers are growing in. It's like looking right at the camera. Oh shit.
Photo shoot.
You got me.
Oh my god, that face.
What?
Hey, Bubba, look.
I'm just simply trying to look at some deer and you're telling me to go away?
Daddy got a photo of a deer. This is awesome. I think tomorrow I'm gonna go set up a bunch more cams. Babe? I thought maybe we'd go hike and go do it. Maple had a great time.
She loves a hike.
You love hiking, Maple?
Yeah.
I feel like the mountain lion is my new leg lamp.
Yeah, he sent it to everybody.
Yeah.
He sent it to everybody you knew.
I sent it to so many people.
My dad was stoked.
Oh yeah, asking all sorts of questions.
I wonder where that mountain lion is right now.
I don't know.
Like, do you think he's over there?
No, I think, mountain
I
lions.
get real nervous.
Mountain lions
about that
cover
area.
a lot of ground. They
Yeah, but they're quick. They're big and quick.
They like to kind of have their area that they will live in.
And it's just so nice to focus on things that aren't going out and buying things and superficial stuff.
Getting excited, I prefer to get excited about seeing a photo of a mountain lion than a photo of some fucking celebrity.
I mean, I got so happy seeing the cucumber that I probably get to pick tomorrow.
And it's fun because we get to share it with our friends in LA that come up here with us. And, you know, I've got a bunch of friends coming this weekend, and you guys got to experience it.
I think that this has been a really nice little adventure between the two of us because I feel like we started it when we were pretty fresh and new. And I feel like we've learned a lot about each other and learned a lot. And I can really appreciate that. What's this? What's this called? A pine cone. Little drunk people. They're just little drunk people. You want to go inside? A little hot? You want your boots off? Okay. Too hot on your feet. I'm sorry, I didn't realize it. You can leave your hat on. Okay, bye. Say bye.